you.
Aww.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a video called 5 Things We Wish We Knew Before Going to College.
So Alex and I both go to the University of California at Riverside, and we're going to our second years.
Number 1, sign up for early orientation dates. And so there are 7 or 8 sessions that you can sign up for and pick, but I definitely recommend you signing up for sessions 1. Well, you can't sign up for session 1 because that's reserved for honors and athletes. Sessions 2, 3, and 4 I definitely recommend you signing up for because this orientation is the time you sign up for your classes, and if you get one of the later sessions, you're going to lose out on all those classes.
I signed up for the second session, and I still had like about the same opportunity as for the first session. So typically in the second session, there aren't that many classes that fill up. There are still a lot that do, definitely, because freshmen sign up last. But for me, I signed up for second session, but I know a lot of my friends, they ended up signing up for like session 6 because they all wanted to be like together, like the same session. But definitely sign up for the very early session because then you'll more likely get the classes that you want at the times that you want them.
And I had session 1, and they gave us this huge packet. There was like 18 pages full of classes that you could potentially take and sign up for. They were elective classes that you could take, and by the last session you probably maybe have 2 or 3 pages, if you're lucky, of classes that aren't filled up yet.
If you do the earlier orientation dates, like you know what classes you're gonna take, and like there's also, going on to our next point, taking summer classes.
Yeah.
So
you can't sign up for classes before orientation, so if you do orientation earlier, you can have time to sign up for a summer school class in like later sessions.
For me, I did summer school before my first year. So at UCR it's called Highlander
Early Start Academy. Yeah.
Typically it's called Summer Bridge, and if you get placed into like a lower math class, like Math 5, or now they have Math 6A, which is like pre-calculus, or remedial English, you can catch up with that by taking the summer course. And our year, they actually made us take a history course along with it, which is kind of weird.
But it's good though, because you're required to take it for your graduation.
So in total, I took 9 units that summer. And even then, you still have a lot of time. You definitely have enough time if you're like scared of like not having vacation time or like getting to relax. You definitely do, because you do have about a month.
Yeah, there's a reason there's like a 4 months gap of summer. It's not just because, oh, the UCs are being nice. It's because there's summer school going on, and there's another quarter of classes going on. So definitely highly recommend you using that time, if you don't have some other program that you're a part of, to definitely get more units so that you can potentially minor in something or double major or something, because I hear people do that all the time based off of just summer school. So definitely recommend it.
And then like especially as a first year, or going into your first year, if you start summer school early, a lot of people live on campus, so you get a chance to really explore the campus before there are like thousands of people already there. So you have first-hand experience of like where to go, and you won't be lost on your first day and things like that.
Number 3. Don't take an 8 a.m. class. I know you hear it all the time, but we're serious when we say don't take it. It's that one day or 3 days in the week where you just hate your life, because you.
For us, we had it like 5 days a week.
I had all 8 a.m.s. My first and part of my second quarter at UCR was really hard, and it's really hard on you both mentally and physically, because you don't get enough rest. You don't have that time that you may want to have in the morning where you just want to relax a little bit or study a little bit.
And then also, especially in your first year when you're living in the dorms, you typically go out a lot, or you talk to people late at night to like sometimes like 2 a.m. just doing like random things just because you have all this freedom. And because of that, you don't want to end up like waking up at 7 a.m. Like you'll end up just skipping to be honest. Like, that happened to me a lot,
It
especially.
happened to me too. Like,
It happens to everyone.
yeah, the first couple of days you're like, oh, I can do this. I did it in high
You'll
school.
get your smoothie ready, and
Yeah.
you'll have your granola bar,
Yeah.
and you'll take a shower.
Or
But then
you
by
have
like
your
the
oatmeal ready or
third day,
You're over
kind
it.
of over
You're
it.
over it. You really are. Because you're just so tired. Like me,
because you see other people who don't have class until like 12, like,
11 or 12. Yeah.
and they sleep in, and like,
You want to be like that too, but you have to go to class. It's very discouraging to go to your 8 a.m. class because I know I was very discouraged to go. Don't take
so
an
don't
8
take
class.
8 a.m.s because typically people don't end up going to them because they get really tired because the night before you had an exam. You don't want to have to like get up super early and then go to another class. So you want to have that time to like study, eat, shower, do whatever you want to do,
Or have to do.
and then
you know,
go to
catch
your,
up on homework.
Go to your like 11 a.m. or your
Yeah.
12 p.m.
It's not
When
the
you're
same.
surrounded by people who don't have classes till like way later, you'll feel like really crappy.
No, that and like you're staying up later than usual.
Yeah.
Like versus your high school years. Like in high school you would sleep what, 11:30?
I slept at like 1.
You still sleep at 1. But anyway, it like in college I would be going to sleep 2, 3 in the morning just because I needed to review, I needed to study, I needed to finish a paper, finish homework or something because they put a lot on you, and the more units you have, obviously you're gonna have to take, you have more of a load. But it's just when you have that 8 a.m. it's like you really
You don't have enough sleep.
you don't have, yeah, you have like maybe 3-4 hours of sleep, and that's not enough to get you through the day because then you would have to take a nap, and college naps are
You
real.
don't have to take
You don't have to take a nap, but college naps are real. To like, your dorm is right there. You want to go to take a nap after class, but you end up wasting a majority of your day because you're like, oh, now I want to go to the gym. I want to eat. Oh, now I have to go to my other class. Now I have to study, and then the cycle repeats all over again.
Or
um,
if you absolutely have to take an 8 a.m. because there are no other classes open, definitely look into
finding an alternative for
transportation such as biking,
boarding, scootering,
hoverboarding.
hoverboarding, rollerblading. People still use hoverboards on our campus because they may not know how to skateboard, or they do, they just want to show off. But, and this may not be true for some other college campuses because they may be banned, but definitely find some other alternative to your transportation, or like,
So it saves you a lot of time, and it kept me at least from being late so many times. Like in our labs, if you're late, even like a couple minutes, they won't let you take the quiz, and like that can keep you from like passing or not passing the class.
you know, it's like a good 10-12 points every lab, and you have like 8 labs.
So
That's a
definitely,
lot of points you're losing just because you're late. So find some alternative.
I feel like for me at least, the best way to like transport myself and stuff is to like get a penny board. Well, okay, typically a lot of people bike because everybody knows how to bike, but
Or scooter, because
penny
everyone has
boarding
a
is
scooter.
really, it's just more convenient because it's so small and you can just carry it. And if you don't really want to, when there are too many people, you would just carry it versus
Mhm.
like a bike, you'd have to like roll it out. So definitely look into getting a bike or a scooter or a penny board.
And we're not like promoting, oh, you should do it. Like, it's like an extra kind of repercussion in case you like, or it's an extra like something you have just in case you are late for a class, or you don't want to walk anymore or something. Because the campus is pretty big, and like you're gonna want to change that 15-minute walk into that 5-minute bike, or like 10-minute skateboard ride or whatever, and
Saves you a lot of time.
it's more fun, to be honest.
Number 5.
Show up early on move-in day because you don't want to be that one person that's left with whatever's left over, you know, like.
So for Alex, he lived in a triple. So there were 2 closets that were like, you would open them, and then the third person
there's a
would
cupboard.
get a cupboard.
Well, I mean, like, if you chose the cupboard, obviously the other person would get the closet, but no one's gonna choose the cupboard. It's whatever you're left with. So if you're the last person, that's what you're gonna get, typically.
I mean, like, why would anybody want a cupboard? Like, it's so small, and like, there's no. I know for the Pentland ones at least, there's like a mirror that you can like see yourself in. And like for the cupboard, like it's
There's really
crap.
nothing. Yeah, it's like half the size of your closet. There's like you have a drawer under it to keep all your stuff, but we have drawers too. We have like 3 versus the 2 that the person in the cupboard has.
I mean, it's not a big deal for like the person who had your cupboard.
Oh,
just
because he lives close by. He lives in Riverside, so it's like not
also
that big
because
of a
like
deal.
guys typically don't have as much clothes, but I don't know.
Yeah, but whatever. Like when you move in and like you're left with whatever, it's not really that great of a feeling because you're like, oh, I was left with
Yeah, you don't really have that choice.
leftovers, you know.
For me, I lived in a double, and even though
She showed up late for her moving
Okay.
day.
my appointment was at 12, and I came in at 5. My roommate got the left side of the room, and I got the right side. And on the right side, it was just really weird. Like the shower rack was in the most like inconvenient place, so I couldn't like shift my desk. And then there was also like a fire alarm that was like in the middle of the wall, so I couldn't like hang anything like tapestry or anything. So it was really weird. But my roommate ended up moving out, so I kind of like just moved all my stuff on her side and took her space because it was better.
But it's definitely better to show up early because then you have more options to choose from.
And you're not like frantically trying to like put your room together while everyone's already
It's just
like,
sitting there, like you feel kind of embarrassed or more compelled to move in faster versus the whole process of enjoying it.
because you're living there for a year, so you might as well like get the best side, best whatever.
Yeah. Or you can make a deal with your roommates and just rotate every quarter, you know?
Overall, just really try and put yourself out there and don't stay so like closed-minded.
Like especially on our campus where ours is the most diverse, definitely stay open to
Meeting new people,
new cultures.
and like trying new foods or like joining different clubs. Definitely join clubs within your first year, just so
Or
you,
intramurals or whatever you like.
it's really nice to just have like you meet people who are older than you who will give you advice on like what to do.
And that's what we're trying to do here because we know you guys don't have really that role model, and so we're just trying to
So if
Give
you're
you
a
this.
first year and
Yeah.
you need help, just
come up to
slide
us.
into our DMs.
Yeah, comment below if you have any other questions.